And we are back with the next installment of the 1v1. Took a week off because apparently nobody wants to come on my fucking podcast. But it's okay. My man Rev filled in. I've realized that he can only half read sometimes.
Half read.
Because I definitely said, wait, did you say something about early as fuck in the morning?
Yeah, I just gave you my eligibility. I said I
I
can do it.
I know, but my tweet said that I worked from 4 a.m. to noon today. And then you were like,
Look,
hey,
I just put it
hey,
out there.
hey, we could do it at 6. And I'm sitting here like,
No. I said I can do from until 6 a.m. or after 2. I was just giving you the broad spectrum, right?
he's like, fuck off, Mike, you're an asshole.
No, but I definitely did misread it. I'm not gonna lie. No, I definitely
I
misread
saw that and I was like, we're just gonna run with it. Fuck it.
it.
But so this is where I'm gonna give. I can't believe I'm about to do this. Socks better watch this goddamn episode because he's about to get a little glaze. Let watch. He's never gonna watch these episodes, and in like 5 months he's gonna comment in the fucking stats. I'd be like, man, you never give me my crossing back. Actually,
That
but
sounds like a Sox thing to say.
Socks first addition to the Thieves team. Also a member of Regiment, which me and you have had our talks. I was dumbfounded when he came over, but I'm fucking excited.
Yes, sir.
So give him a little background on Mr. Rev, Purple Gang Rev.
You know,
Background, because the fun fact. So a lot of people on some of the early episodes, it was with people who like I used to like vibe with in like games and just like in VCs. I've been trying to. That is just gonna sound. I've been trying to like not super shoot the shit with people till after I get them on the podcast, because then like
yeah.
I legitimately only know that this man plays some Call of Duty, works out, plays X Defiant, was in some branch of the military,
Yes, sir.
um, and now is playing Overwatch. That's all I know about you, really. Oh, and that you're from Michigan, because obviously I sent out the jerseys for champs.
Let's go
Um,
blue.
but that's it. So give him a little background on the Rev.
Yeah. So I am 23, grew up in Michigan, been in Michigan my whole life, besides when I joined the military. I went into the Navy when I was 18. Um, I did about 3 years. I got an honorable discharge for not getting vaccinated. So my contract ended early, and then I moved back home. I've lived in since Michigan. I've lived in Pensacola, Florida, and then in Virginia Beach in Norfolk.
But were those just because that's where they had you?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So I went to A school in Pensacola, Florida, where I was training to be an AC, which is an aircraft traffic controller. So I'm a certified aircraft traffic controller by the FAA. And then after I got my certification, I got stationed on the U.S. George Bush, um, and then lived in Norfolk for about 2 years before I got separated, and then moved back to Michigan afterwards. After I got back on my feet and bought my house with my wife, I started streaming. I recently got a PC. I'd never had a PC before. So I got a PC about 8 months ago, probably. And then, yeah, I just started streaming from there. It's something that I had done when I was younger, like on and off once in a while, but never really had the courage or drive to push the career forward because I didn't think I could. This time I just decided I'm working hard. I have every duck in a row. I
Yeah.
might as well try something I love and swing at it. So that's why I started doing this and editing YouTube videos and stuff now.
So I have a random question. Um, because I'll say I don't know what to do for work, but I'm assuming it's something not related to having your air traffic thingamajiggy.
Yeah, no, not
Um,
anymore.
could you? This is all hypothetical. Wait, what's the major? Detroit. Okay, I had to think. I had a brain fart. Could you go like with you having that on your resume? Could you just like apply for like the Detroit airport and be air traffic control, or would you have to like, go back through and do courses, yada yada yada?
So there are certain stipulations, and the FAA is a very small field that gets paid a lot of money, and very few people do it, and they only want a certain few people doing it. So where I did it was on a ship. It's a lot less strict. It's harder, but it's a lot
Oh,
less
yeah.
strict than on land controlling. They prefer to pull people from the Navy that have been on shore commands, that have certifications from shore commands, because they stick to the books. They have to where on ships, there's a lot of other stuff. They call it cowboy controlling, and they don't like it too much. It doesn't look too good. So I probably couldn't just run up to the airport real quick and say, I'm qualified to do this job. But it would look really well for other jobs,
Okay.
maybe like an airport management or something like that.
I was always wondering that because, like, I mean, actually, the first person I've ever known that got to play with the wands.
Yeah. No, no, no. That's not what it is.
No.
No, no, no.
All right, hold
Aircraft
on.
traffic control.
We gotta wheel it back. So
That's
what do you do on the boat then?
aircraft traffic controller. They're the people that talk to the pilots.
Okay.
So what you're talking about is like ABs, like people that work on the flight deck and stuff like that.
So you were in like an off, not really an office,
No,
but
I was in a radar room.
radar room. See,
So we see the how do I say this?
you see all the
We
planes
see
in the
we see
sky
the
around.
planes
Okay.
on the radar. We control them based on their height, based on the weather, based on their speed, stuff like that. We give them all the communication that they need to be able to not have issues. It's pretty much um, not to sound egotistical, but a pile runs off of their instruments, and we give them their instruments and tell them what to do.
Well, no, it makes sense because I'm assuming without you guys, they'd probably be running into each other like a bunch of Morans.
Probably, probably.
See, at least I kind of know roughly what you're talking about. Because shout out to the Sean Ryan show. That has to be my favorite podcast ever.
I don't
Like,
think I've ever seen it.
well, he's a former. I think he was SEAL Team 3. But like he's had everybody from like one of the guys who were part of the Osama raid team to former CIA operatives. He just had the Reaper on.
Oh yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
think I've seen that pop up before.
yeah. I don't think there'll ever be another podcast that I'm willing to listen to a 5-hour podcast. But
5 hours is insane.
that Reaper walk, because like he like begins it like getting like their background and then what their training went through and what yada 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 yada. But no, that podcast is very interesting. Oh, shocker there, Phase 3 LA Gorilla, shocker.
Don't
Um,
worry, they'll come back after
no,
they
they're
beat
not. Shut
NYSL.
up.
They'll
I
beat
think
NYSL. They will.
I think we're finally seeing the bulldog that we thought we were gonna see.
The
Um,
Bulldog hasn't been the Bulldog since MW2. It's never gonna happen again.
Not till there's a game that caters to his play style.
Yeah, sound whoring in a small room behind a box. Gotta say.
Come on, man. Come on, man. You can't be doing it. You can't be doing my man kids like that. So I guess your intro was very botched, but this man is one of our multi-title streamers and YouTuber, I guess. Because I haven't seen what all YouTube videos you put up, but I know you've dabbled in a little bit of X Defiant. You're part of the group that now says it has no dopamine at all. Um, but I mean that can be a blessing and a curse.
I'm just
Like
waiting for rank to come out, to be honest.
I kind of figured, but who knows when that's coming? They say it's supposed to be next week or some
Yeah,
fuck
July 2nd is the supposed date.
supposed, but yeah. but now you're dabbling in a little bit of Overwatch. So who are you maining in Overwatch, sir? Or are you just kind of
Um,
jumping around right now, trying to kind of?
most games I kind of stick to when it's something like Smite or something like that. I stick to one person to figure out how to play them. With Overwatch, I've played a lot of Bastion, but I do what the team needs. The team needed a tank, and now when I'm switching to the tank role, I'm pretty much maining like four different characters, like just hopping back and forth, trying to learn everything I can about the game because counter picks and stuff like that are very important
Oh
in
yeah,
Overwatch. I'm learning, so it's just been a lot of dabbling.
I mean I was a one trick mercy main, gang,
Uh,
gang. To the
yeah,
point,
I've been playing Ramatra probably the best out of all of them, to be honest.
to the point that like I would walk out of games with like at least 7 legit kills with the mercy pistol. Like not like fucking homies absolute and I dink them with one bullet.
Yeah.
Nah, like I'm getting into full ass gunfights with a mercy pistol and people just getting absolutely pissed off because let's be honest, you've definitely seen your fair share of mercy main. Most of them
Yeah.
can't shoot straight. But so out of because you were kind of telling me how now you're kind of picking games and you're going through the rank to see if you can kind of grasp it, kind of PST esque, like they're doing
Yeah.
their
Yeah.
whatever the fuck they're doing, what is it, like 600 hours or some shit.
Yeah, they do a 100-hour
Is
grind
it
and
100? Yeah, I could never do a fucking one version of rank for 100 hours without touching something else. I'd fucking go mad. So what made you pick Overwatch?
um
Or is it because you kind of dabbled in the other ranks really already?
no, not at all, to be honest. I haven't even touched Valorant ranked. I haven't even played Valorant enough to do it yet. But no, I was in a call with my buddies, and in my cord, it's just Call of Duty 8s that I used to run every weekend, just throwback 8s because nobody wants to play MW3 anymore. It's a dead game.
I don't even want to fuck. I am legitimately shocked that it's on my TV right now.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
I flat out, okay, obviously there's a little bit of optic biased, obviously. Lily, fuck you and being an Ultra fan. Um, but there's definitely a little bit of bias. Like I think I've only legitimately I caught the tail end of, optic choking on my walk home from the gym. Um, caught a couple caught I think the first map of today's New York series and kind of caught this whole phase series. That's it for this whole major. I
yeah.
don't give a fuck.
I feel that. I feel
Like
that.
there's just no dope watching this game.
It's getting dope from LAG making a run, to be
Yeah,
honest.
oh yeah, like this is dope. Like as much as I want New York to win lose this final, so I feel like especially after seeing this performance, like I'm pretty sure it just said that Cell dropped like 39 kills in that control.
Yeah.
I just don't think LAG can beat FaZe in a best of 7. Would
We
I
can
want
all
them
hope.
to? Would I want them to? Yes. Don't get me wrong. Uh, I just don't see it happening.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't see New York doing it either. But at least I
And
could see
definitely not New York.
at least I could see New York maybe taking a map or two. But
Yeah.
I think FaZe is winning Major 4. Mickey Mouse Championship, but it's okay. But
Um,
but yeah, so how many episodes do you think you're gonna do with the Overwatch, or do you just gonna keep on just running it and then you're gonna mix in the X-Defiant ranked videos? You think?
um, I haven't really came up with a number. Um, I don't know. Maybe a season or something like that.
There you go.
Probably like a month and a half max. But as soon as X Defiant comes out, I'm going to be uploading ranked videos on that. I mean, I'm not going to just stop uploading videos on other things
Oh yeah,
because
nah, bro.
I'm
You
doing the one
seem
game, but
you seem like somebody who's gonna kind of post up a bunch of different stuff, kind of see what's pop locking.
Yeah.
I mean, because I like jumping into your streams anyways. Like you're kind of fun to watch.
Appreciate that.
I think right now my current rotation, Hannah, don't hate me. You're normally fucking live when I'm a fucking zonked out, you vampire. But right now my rotation for the most part is you. I gotta support, Papa Helmet. That old fucking bastard. But damn, he can shoot for being an old fuck.
Yeah, except on X Defiant, dude. Oh
Oh,
my
oh,
gosh,
really?
had to
Oh, really?
carry
Was
him.
that bad? Was that
Uh,
bad? Damn.
had to carry him.
Um, Shifty when he goes live, and that's primarily why, because it's rare he goes live.
Yeah.
Uh, now I'm jumping into Burries just because, I mean, family's coming home. But I watched their unboxing and a little bit of ranked, and then I was watching my completely off topic kind of. My grandma came in clutch and added stars onto her Hulu because she got a deal.
Hmm.
I'm a big power person. So Book of Power Ghost is in its final season, so I'm binge watching the first couple and then watching the last one. So I kind of peeped into the Burry's stream for a bit, and then watch that till I had to be at work at the buttfuck crack of dawn.
Yeah.
So did you watch any of the game showcase or whatever the
So,
fuck that thing was called? Like the game, when they were showing the Black Ops 6 trailer and all that stuff.
um, I'll tune into like the first trailer or whatever, but I usually don't tune into anything else because it's not gonna hold up when the game drops anyways. It never does.
So do you think you're gonna pick up that and the new Assassin's Creed?
Oh, uh, COD will always be my number one go-to. It's
Especially this year. I don't have to pay for it.
yeah.
Like I
I'm
have I have an Xbox. So
yeah.
like I get it for
I'm
free this year.
so I have the Game Pass, but I'm probably not gonna keep re-upping on the payments. It's just not worth it to me. I don't play that many console games to be able to like get my money out of it. So
Yeah,
I'm
no,
just gonna
I
buy
mean
the game.
that's kind of where I've even found what games I'm kind of just posting little fun videos from. Like MLB The Show, don't go watch my videos, right? You don't. I mean, unless you want to see a fucking cannon from center field, just fast forward my at bats, just and then go right to the field because holy fuck, I suck. Um, but I can feel. But like, yeah, no, batting, I suck. But like nothing. I'm in I'm in worse shape than you right now. You say like how extra fine gives you no dope.
Yeah,
Not a single game right now is giving me dope.
I feel
Okay,
that sometimes.
okay, hold on. Don't laugh at me, okay?
Oh, jeez. Farming
Jurassic
Simulator.
Evolution 2 is kind of fun.
Sorry, what? What game?
The Jurassic Park Evolution 2, like building like the Jurassic Park.
Oh, jeez.
It's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. But like only for like an hour and a half. So that's pretty much the average for everything right now.
Yeah.
It's just I'm hoping something, or I'm just gonna get the new Call of Duty, playing some Undercover Eights until the next title, and then who knows? You might be on my roster for the kickoff event 2 years from now.
I'd have to.
Oh no, that one we gotta find another sub player and another faster AR because I'm slower than fuck nuggets. And James has to, not Socks. Socks, fuck off. You're not on our roster. The other owner for Thieves has to be on that roster because it's the 10-year anniversary of me losing my grandma. So I'm gonna go one more event,
Okay.
10-year. Of course, it couldn't be. God damn it! This is gonna be the most morbid thing I'm ever gonna say in my life. God
Oh
damn it,
no.
Grandma! You couldn't have croaked 1 year ahead that I would get a Treyarch game as
Oh,
my last
jeez.
event. But no, I'm probably gonna get some shitty ass fucking sledgehammer title, and I'm gonna want to fucking smash my face through my desk. But
Yeah.
just so you know, you might just come down just to come down, because it's normally no, because they normally rent out Columbus.
Yeah.
Yeah, they normally are at the game arenas and that venues. I'll make sure that they got enough booze for fucking Sox, because you know damn
Sounds.
well if Sox hears you're coming, he's pulling up.
Oh, if it's Columbus, it's not too far. So
Yeah, no, they always do game arena. We just won't stay in the same Airbnb that the team was in last year. We had one person's window get fucking smashed in.
oh,
Uh,
nice.
the house was nice. There was a fucking shuffleboard table
It's
downstairs.
a shuffleboard table.
Fucking oh no, hold on. Arcade machines, like a round table that we all kind of like sat there and kind of like powwowed on fucking rats and shit. So like the inside of the house was nice.
Yeah.
It was kind of in the ghetto,
Yeah.
but I mean that's most of Columbus. I
Yeah.
bet you love hearing that being from Michigan.
Dude, I live in Ypsilanti, which is like not a good area.
You should have saw. I was like this typing in your guys' jerseys because your fucking city is spelled so weird,
Yeah.
and I was like, I can't fuck this up.
Yeah.
But does that mean that you're a Michigan fan for all your sports, or do
100%.
you kind of jump around?
No, 100% Michigan.
There you go. There you go.
Let's go blue, Lions, Pistons even. That's how much of a diehard fan I am. Bad boy Pistons, greatest team all time. Won't hear anything else.
If it makes you feel better, I'm a Boston fan, which means I'm going through the. Hold on, I'm in Maine, and even when I moved to Ohio and didn't know that I was coming back, I didn't jump ship.
Yeah.
But so now I'm going through that era, with the Patriots. I'm like,
It must be so hard being a Boston fan. I honestly couldn't imagine the pain and suffering you must endure as a Boston fan.
yes, we have multiple teams make it to the playoffs the same year, but
And win a lot.
no, actually, it's not. It's not as much as you think. Yes, we won. Yes, the Celtics won this year. I think it was like 4 years before that the Bruins won. And then like no, it's not as close as you think it is. But no. The amount of butthole clenching there is because you have two teams. But the bad thing is, if you're a Boston fan, you know the policy. Both teams can't make it to the finals for their sport. They can't.
Yeah.
So we were over here like this, like so who has a better chance this year? Celtics or the Bruins? All right, Celtics, you guys can make a run.
You're out here acting like you didn't have Tom Brady for.
No, actually I did. I said now I'm going through that shitty era that you are with the Pistons.
I don't even want to hear it. I'm a Lions fan too. We haven't won a Super Bowl. How many of you guys have? Like 15? I mean, fuck.
7?
Yeah, but no,
Listen,
you can't even compare. No, this is not comparable. There's a reason why they call it the winningest sports town in America. You have the Celtics.
the winningest team that doesn't just pay luxury taxes like New York.
True, true.
Every New York fan can firmly suck a bag of dicks because the Yankees literally just pay the luxury tax and they're like, okay, cool, thanks. That's why I don't watch baseball. That literally right there, luxury tax, and not the season's fucking 9,000 months long. If it makes you feel better, I picked the Detroit Lions to win the Super Bowl this year. I want it.
I do too. I do too.
Dan, that has been my backup team ever since Dan Campbell got there. Like so I'm a really big like behind the scenes videos person. So like when the Lions do their inside the den, I even watched the fucking Jets one for one season, but it was kind of dog shit. It was kind of dog shit. But like ever since Dan Campbell got there, and this man took the time. I mean, took the time, went to the Ford fucking factory, said fucking hi to people and shit. I'm like, all right, the Lions is my backup team. And then now it's kind of seemed like the Lions are pretty much my primary team because Patriots now can't find somebody who can actually throw a football. Uh,
I
like I'm
think they
even
got a good one this year.
maybe. I even have been going back and forth on adding a Omron jersey in my closet or a Hutchinson's because
I just copped the Hutchinson
they're
jersey.
my favorite. They're my favorite two people on the lines. They gotta be. Um, because St. Brown is a fucking freak in nature. Um,
Yeah.
and Hutchinson just gets hype, and seeing that his mom and dad are at like every home game, like during that Kansas City one when they kept panning up to the booth, and I think his dad was more excited on him getting a
Yeah.
tackle for a loss than Aiden was, and I'm like, oh, okay, this family's kind of fucking legit. I love this. So what are you most excited for college champs?
I've never been before.
I
That's what I'm
definitely,
most excited about.
I definitely know it's not hanging out with socks.
Oh, that guy. I'll see him a couple of times. He told me, look, you have to let me get your VIP pass so I can get free or like cheaper drinks. Like, all right, buddy, I'll give it to you for like
Jesus
a few
Christ!
hours.
Holy
He's
crap!
got issues, but we'll set that aside. I'll see him there. We'll hang out somewhat,
He
even
told
though
me, okay, so I will find you the receipt and send it to you. He said he was hitting the gym with you
he
in
said that.
Texas.
He's never talked to me
I
about
will
that.
find it in my text messages and send it to you so you can drag his ass to the gym with you.
You better because he never mentioned that to me.
I'm 98% sure that he was like, I'm gonna talk to Rev about going to the gym while we're in Texas because I gotta get my shit together.
Yeah,
Which I mean, he's like my son, so
yeah.
I wouldn't mind him, getting his life together a little bit. Let's be honest. I mean, I don't even have my life fully together. Shit, you have your shit more fucking together than probably most of the team together. That's not a helmet. Because that man has kids and a wife, so he had to at least sound like get his shit going.
Yeah.
Um, but no. So what's your as of now? Because I know you said you don't really take much stock in the trailer. How are you thinking Black Ops 6 is going to be? You think it's going to be? I know, the tried and true. Oh, it's a Treyarch game. Yada yada yada
Yeah.
yada yada yada. But like that unbiased CS side, do you think it's gonna reignite the Call of Duty past February?
I think it really all depends on how much involvement Activision has in the game itself.
How do you know?
If we're doing this whole Warzone integration thing where they're saying they need tax sprint and useless features that hinder multiplayer 4v4 gameplay and mess up timings and make this randomness effect onto things like ranked and eights and competitive play. I think that the game stays at the same level these other games have, but in past history, it has been a proven fact that Treyarch just makes better titles. Even when they had Cold War come out and they only had like 8 months to work on it because Vanguard had failed at that point, they still made a better game than most of the, let's say, MW 2019, MW2. The game was still better overall. It was poorly optimized. It was terrible for internet issues if you were playing with people across the country or something like that. But the game was just bar none better made in that short period of time when they had Vanguard Sledgehammer. It took like 4 years with that. And MW2, they had plenty of time to make that properly. They still couldn't. So I do have hope that this Treyarch title will be a lot better and probably the best COD that we have had in the CDL era.
Oh yeah. I mean, how do you like how I'd add in gonna keep the COD dope going till at least February? Because the first month
It's a
and a half
fact.
don't count. But the first month and a half doesn't count.
It's a fact.
Let's be
COD
honest.
dope almost always runs out
Yeah.
after major two, three ish.
Like, let's be honest. We all, no matter how old we get, we all definitely are like a 4-year old. And like, oh, tiny toy
Yeah,
when the new
yeah,
Call of Duty comes out. And then by, like I said, mid to late February, we're like, oh well, what am I gonna play now?
Yeah, I
I guess,
mean,
I guess I'll keep playing eights, even though I hate my life. But I mean, I can't even tell you the last fucking eights lobby or even VOD recording I've done for like any team because I don't have a life. So like I'll jump in to help a random org, not a random org, but like my little circle of orgs. Like, yeah, do you need some VOD fucking capture? Nope.
yeah,
I can't sit here and like watch this fucking game and
it's painful.
yeah, and not fall and not zonk out and forget to change people because I've definitely like blacked out a couple times this year fucking being callcast. I'm like, oh fuck. For the past like 3 hills, it's been one person's POV.
Yeah.
Sick.
No, I don't think I've ever disliked this much of a COD's end game, like the last part of its cycle. MW2 was a terrible game overall, but I still played it pretty much the whole way through up until like July, maybe. MW3, I've touched like twice in the past month and a half. It's just the game might be worse than MW2 at this point.
Well,
Time to
from
kill is similar, but it's just so random.
from a spectator, former competitive player, I at least, as much as last year's game kind of sucked ass cheeks, I at least could like watch the girls play all of their fucking scrims and their matches and not want to, drink battery acid.
Yeah.
This game I just can't. I'm like, yep, no. I watch when the girls play and I just ask them just to send me scrim results because I can't. I fucking can't.
Yeah.
This game is dog shit. Like I don't even know. I would really love to see how many of these pro players, if they weren't getting paid the metric fuck ton amount they are, how many of them would actually be still playing. I know that some of the top challengers teamers are all former pros, but like they probably don't even like to get on, especially at this time. I doubt any of them are actually fucking cribbing at this point. Well, we know what we're gonna do. Everybody just
Yeah.
go on vacation.
I think you'd see a lot less of the older players sticking around. I think
Yeah,
that I think it would be like the old turnover rate, like CWL. People would play like 4 years, win two championships, realize that they can't cut it and they need to get out of this and then move on. But I think it would change the players that we have, but I think there would still be the same talent level as there always has been.
yeah. I mean, there's always somebody coming up. Like, I mean, like a fucking Estriel. Like, if he doesn't win at this point, if he doesn't win Rookie of the Year, I'm gonna be a grumpy pants.
You know what?
Well, it's because now, okay. At first, I was going back and forth between him and Gwen,
Yeah,
and Estriel gets champs as well.
yeah.
So, like, it's kind of hard not to.
I pay a lot more stock into individual play other than placements do play into it. So between Abuza, Gwen, and Estriel was before this major, Estriel was in the back seat. He was not the leader for this conversation. It was Gwen and Abuza, and the argument was Abuza has been dominant the past couple majors.
And he doesn't
Abuza,
and he doesn't have a real force on his team. Like, I'm not taking anything away from Gwen, but you've seen rookies come onto a team with Clay, and Clay's just. I'm not saying Clay's the reason why Gwen's good, but you've seen that Clay has. I mean, in his whole career, young rookies or even like second year players team with Clay, and he kind of just lets them kind of roam. And if he sees something's wrong, Clay's gonna say something. Like there's nobody on. I mean, like looking at the LAG roster right now, who the fuck is really gonna be able to give extra real guidance on that roster? Diamond Con?
I think they had Adam Assault for a while there. Adam Assault was probably giving some good comms. Other than that, Diamond Con's been in the scene for a long time. Diamond Con can definitely,
Well, yeah, but I just mean
but
like
they're
it's definitely not the same level as Gwen getting mentored by
yeah. I also don't take the most stock in getting mentored either. To be honest, it's all your mental that going into it. Estriel is a really grounded player.
Oh, yeah.
Um, Players like that will succeed. A player like Estriel, Gwen, Abuza, they're pretty well grounded. They don't necessarily need a mentor. The only thing they need is somebody to know what's going on, what's going wrong, and how to fix it. And I think Diamond Con does that plenty well. But no, I definitely agree with you that Estriel right now is the front runner just because of his performance and getting these placings.
Oh yeah, just because like I mean, obviously it's supposed to be the whole year overall. Yes, Estro didn't have the greatest major one, major two, but like they literally went into major four knowing backs against the wall. Now, do I think that they beat Ultra again if they play that series 100 times? I'll give them a couple. I'll say 8. I'll be nice. I'll give them 8. But like, I don't think you. Actually, that might be a little low. I'll give them 15 out of 100 times. I could see them not in that kind of fashion. A lot of those might be game 5.
You know what? I actually got to disagree with you there because I just watched Ultra play NYSL and it looked the exact same. They got blown out on their two best maps and almost blown out map one. It was
Yeah, I
kind of
just
embarrassing.
well, I was also just saying just like I'm not saying like major 4 parameters. I'm just saying like you just let's say it's major 2.
Okay.
Ultra doesn't have this fucking massive gap in points. If
Mhm.
it's like just 100 series, you can mix match them, major 1, so on, so on. I
Yeah.
definitely think Ultra wins a lot more of those series. Right
Oh,
now,
I
right,
definitely do as well.
yeah, right now they don't give a fuck. Like, let's be real. If they obviously if they would have won this event, they'd be happy,
Yeah.
but they don't super give a shit. That's literally. I was texting James, the other owner of Thieves. I'm like, I can promise you, one of the top 4. Um, and we kind of just like threw Optic out because they were starting in losers.
Yeah.
But I was like, one of these top 4 is going to get fucked round 1.
Kind of thought that most of them were, to be honest. I thought FaZe would be, this is going to sound faded. I thought FaZe had the chance of being the only top 4 team playing on Sunday because the other teams just didn't look good. I knew Toronto was going to get bopped. I didn't think it was going to be by LAG, but I
Well, no,
figured it was going to happen.
as much as it hates me to say this, because like I hate the trio of phase because they're so good. Um, I had a feel I yeah, I could not have bet any form of money that it would have been FaZe getting pissed on day 1.
Yeah.
Not a fucking. I don't think it's in Simp and Abeezy's DNA. It's just not. Um, but like I was like, why can I feel like I felt like it was gonna be Ultra because no offense, it's subliners somehow are top 14. Um, but and I say that because they've talked. I mean, on the breaking point on the flank, they've talked about how New York tries to be too perfect way too often, and it fucks them in the ass a lot. So, which is true. Like, I mean, you see it in all sports, not just Call of Duty. Like, you try to be too perfect, you can't at everything.
Yeah.
And then, Optic being in losers, and I knew it as soon as I saw that we got Miami. I'm like, oh well, we're going home.
Yeah.
Fucking Miami slash Florida Optic round 1 boogeyman. Like, but no.
Always.
So who do you got winning the champs? If you
Um,
unbiased aside, and I feel like you're a more level-headed person than Socks. I don't think I'm ever gonna ask him who's winning champs. This,
you know his answer.
yeah, he's gonna dick right Optic, and
It's gonna be whoever gets hot. It's gonna be whoever has.
so
It's
take
gonna
into
be Phase. It's
account.
gonna be Phase. It's gonna be Phase, and I hate it.
I
It's gonna
I
be
was gonna
Phase.
say, nothing against Gorillas and Legion because I'm pretty sure they're the 7-8 seed.
Uh, I
Um,
don't think is
no, is the
Legion.
Gorillas higher? I don't remember.
Yeah, I
Regardless,
don't know.
whoever the 8 seed is, FaZe is going to piss slam them
Like,
and catch fire round one, and then I don't know about you, but
oh
we
no,
all.
Vegas isn't in it. I don't think.
I thought they got.
I
Oh
think it's
well.
LAT.
Oh, is it LAT? Okay, that proves my point even more.
Yeah.
Um, and I mean, we haven't seen somebody really go back to back at champs. I know that it wasn't fate. No, it was New York last year, right?
Yeah, New York.
Um,
I don't see them winning anything this year.
no. Um, they just the same thing with Optic. They're well, not really. Because New York is closer to their road of trying to be perfect at everything. Optic
Mhm.
just kind of looks sloppier than dog shit right now, and it pains me. You see it,
Yeah.
and that's signed. Same with the jersey behind it.
Yeah.
As much as it pains me to say it, I'm a realist. I'll be happy, and I can't believe I'm going to say this, with how we fucking look the past fucking split and a half.
Yeah.
Like, yes, we won major three. It didn't look like we were going to until championships Sunday.
You know,
We came out Sunday, and it was, you know, somebody must have got laid that night
it,
before, because like, um, we didn't look all that great till Sunday.
it all comes down to Kenny and Pred. It all comes down to Kenny and Pred. We can't win a search. Pred is statistically, I believe, the worst player at S&D right now. And Kenny, I've been harping on him the entire time. The reason I've said he's not been the best player on Optic the entire year is because he sucks at search too.
Yeah.
And sure, he's putting down damage on an invasion search, but that's one map out of the 11, 12 that they've lost in a row, something like that. It's ridiculous.
The
They
also
don't
thing
know how to play
is,
search.
um, not counting Shotzi in this conversation because I know he's about nose to fucking grindstone.
Yeah.
I wonder how much the other two aren't putting stock in Kenny being a culture man. Because that was my biggest thing. Why I was semi happy that we got Kenny.
Hmm.
Like even Octane definitely glazed him a little more than he should have
Yeah.
during the off season, but like that was a teammate. Like he saw the culture that Kenny brings, and I wonder if I mean, as much as it sucks to say, it's happened with Dashy in the past. That I'm not
That's
saying he's
a
showing up late, but I wonder if he's not super taking things 100% serious. I'm not saying he's giving us like I'm not saying he's giving us like 70%, but I wonder if it's like,
I honestly hate that take. I do because every year it happens. Every year, Dashy's playing this game or he's streaming
well, no,
this.
I'm not saying it's just him. I'm saying
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
Fred too. Like,
yeah. No, I get you. What I'm saying is, Dashy's, if not Shotzi, Dashy is playing the best on the team. It's not even close. It is Kenny and Pred. Kenny doesn't trust Pred, and Pred doesn't know how to play the game without laying down the entire time or just straight challenging something stupid like he did to lose the game five. He the whole thing is that Kenny said prior in the season, if I can't trust my teammates, I'm gonna have to control the game and I'm not gonna play well. And that's what we're seeing happen currently. He can't trust his teammates. Pred is I don't want to blame Pred the whole time, but like he's just not playing well.
No, he's not. I mean, he hasn't been. I mean, oh no, I was full blown. But I forgot where I was going with that. Yeah. No, I mean, I'm hoping we can turn it around. I mean, as bad as it sounds, I wonder who's really chewing these guys a new one because we all know it ain't fucking DB3.
Yeah, it might be Hex.
Yeah, if I had to put money on anybody, why could I see it being Hex and Formal? I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I could see Formal coming into that room and be like, bro,
I
can
think
you?
Formal has the mental to do that right now, to be honest.
No, I don't think he does either. But like, with how, yeah, but like, but no, I mean like if he just because you know how now they're back at this Hex cores.
Yeah.
So Formal used to play out of it. So I'm not saying he's full blown there like ripping them a new one, but like if he's there and they're all fucking just being a moron, I can see Formal being like, "Can you guys shut the fuck up and focus? God
Yeah.
damn, I'm trying to do my shit over here and win a championship. You guys should be over here trying to win your championship." But yeah, I can't see JP and Karma really like ripping these guys a new one as much as I love PB3.
I don't think he's got that energy inside of him anymore. He's old. You just see him sit down and, guys, what you're doing here is stupid. Yeah, I don't see him going off on anybody or
No,
anything
like
like that. But he's like,
I mean he wasn't that player with the dynasty roster. Like it was Crim and Formal. Like so how can you think him as a coach is gonna do it? Like
yeah,
I feel like that's just something you're just it's just part of you. Like if you're gonna go from being a player to a coach, if you're not that fucking yelling at your teammates person when they need it, not just fucking yelling to yell like beans. Um, but like if you weren't like that during a player, I don't think you can be like, all right, I'm coach now. I'm gonna start yelling at people.
yeah.
I just don't think it's him.
On a side
So
note for CDL coaches, I am absolutely baffled by the fact that Parasite has not been picked up by a team as a coach.
I'm shocked. So this is pre X Defiant. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm shocked Patty H didn't get like a road to champs contract. Like like halfway through. Did they do 5 majors and champs last year? Or was it also 4?
It was 5, I believe. 5.
So like even if it was like halfway through major 5 and the road to champs, I'm shocked fucking H didn't get a fucking phone call.
Well, Patty P, 3 mil over 3 years. You know what he says.
Some of the teams last year and this year could have fucking needed it.
Yeah, definitely. Especially Thieves when he gave them the perfect roadmap to what they should do with their team. They completely fumbled it.
Yeah,
Jacob tried acting like he didn't know what he was talking about, but we saw that end how that ended up.
but we also know what probably half of X battle plan would have been blow it up, blow it up.
I mean, his plan was solid. Ghosty, Abuza, Linz, Gwyn. It was
Yeah.
the best roster that they would have came up with, and they would have. I'm pretty sure they would have copped at least one.
Oh yeah. I mean, I think Ghosty's one of the most underrated people in the league.
Oh, he's a top 5 AR. I think if he had subsequent players on his
I think
team, then
it's
he would be an MVP candidate.
so like us having a couple teams in like at locals, a couple of them knew Ghosty.
Yeah.
And like from what I was hearing, like a lot of them were kind of iffy on him even signing that deal with Optic. And I mean, I feel like that's why a lot of people kind of overlook him now because let's be honest, he didn't really get to do his role with Optic.
I think it expanded his reach because
Well,
people
yeah,
are always looking
oh yeah,
for.
like it definitely made it so now all 12 CDL teams. I'm talking more from like the general fan perspective, not like people who actually give a shit. And like diehard fans. Like I'm happy he got on to a what should have been a good
I don't
team.
know. When I view general COD fans are fickle. You either have the people that have been around forever or the people that have just got here, and their opinions don't stick for longer than a season. It's a different game every year. Ghosty showed that he could lead a team last year, and this year he showed that he could take over games
Yeah.
and dominate. And so I think that his optic opportunity, even though he didn't get to do what he was uh, best at in challengers, which is Fry, I think that he showed that there's probably not a better young player out there right now
No.
than Ghosty,
Now, if I had to give a semi
other
supermax
than Scrap.
to any uh anybody under actually I don't know how old Toasty is, so I can't even um let's say anybody under 3 years in the league. There we go. That's the easiest
Yeah,
way to word it. I can't I think Ghosty is that person that I'm giving that semi supermax deal to.
yeah, not on a top four team because you still got Scrap and everything.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
definitely.
Um, it'll be weird to see what happens this off season with all, we don't even know what the fuck's going on. Um,
I got
that's why
LAT. I got LAT's roster in my mind already.
that's why I kind of made other plans on going to Toronto next year, and Sox is mad at me now. Uh, but then I'm like, well, you can come hang out with me and James, or we run a Spartan race if you want. Yeah, I'm doing the trifecta in New Jersey.
Oh, good luck on that one. I would never do anything like that.
But the good thing, this is a very bleak good thing. The 21K for the trifecta is Saturday. The other two are on Sunday. So if I can make it through the 21K, the 5 and the 10 should be a cakewalk.
Yeah.
The 21K is.
You never know though, because the day after.
Well, so the thing is, James isn't running the 21.
Okay.
So me and pretty much my ride or die are doing the 5 and the 10 together.
Mm.
There is no way in fuck either one of us are tapping out of that fucking race. It's just the fucking any clip of me and him that has ever been posted. There's one of us talking the absolute shit to the other, and then somebody ends up dropping a fucking 1v4 ace to win a fucking game or some obnoxious nonsense. So when do you and Sox fly out for champs, or when do you fly out? I really don't care about Sox.
I fly out the 17th, like early in the day.
There you go.
I
Yeah,
should.
that man changes plans so much. Sometimes I want to punch that man right in the noggin. Like, so after he made plans with you, okay, and he knew the locations for the Aurora Land were narrowed down to Philly, Columbus. I think Austin was still on the table at that time. But it was more leaning towards Philly and Columbus. And I was like, all right, cool. It's gonna be Philly. Yeah, well then I don't think I'm going. I might just visit family. Instead, I'm like, all right, cool, bet. And then Kyle, the owner of Day by Day, like they launched Day by Day, and he shoots photos. And me and him just wanted to powwow over some fucking or collab shit, yada yada yada. I'm like, all right, cool, just stay in my Airbnb. He's like, all right, I'll bring my air mattress because I have one of the casters. I'm staying with me.
Yeah.
I fucking filmed my Airbnb. Okay, I think it was like mid last month. He's like, so why didn't you fly me out to why didn't you fly me out to Philly? You fuck. Told me you weren't coming. Like, well, maybe I want you now. I'm like, that sounds like a you problem.
Yeah.
Because now you got to find your own hotel. Like, because my Airbnb has a cap of like 4 people, and those 4 people are taken.
Yeah.
Because, like, people don't realize these Airbnbs have cameras outside. Like, and I like keeping my perfect rating on being a guest on it.
Yeah.
It makes it so I pretty much don't get declined. Like, I'm
Yeah.
like, hey, I want this, and then I'm like, okay. So I'm not gonna fucking, but yeah, no, that man pain in my ass. We kind of love you, Socks, but you're a real pain in my ass.
Definitely. That guy. He just
I
he
love him
talks
though.
so much shit. Can't stand that
Talks
guy
so much shit.
sometimes.
The amount of times I get called a shitter. Wait, as of the filming of this podcast, the Warriors are waiving Chris Paul,
Oof.
who had a guaranteed. I think they waived him right before they had to pay him.
Oh,
It says, who had a 30 million guaranteed date today.
mm,
So, yeah, because I think it's 6 p.m.
yeah.
on the 30th, because I think free agency starts tomorrow. I would be so irate. I would be going
The guy's
drinking.
never winning a championship is over. He needs to retire.
Dude, I know it sucks, okay? I mean, he's one of those people who I like just as a player. I don't think he's ever super had a season that like I'm like, I really wish he'd like run into the bleachers. He's just that
Yeah.
guy that he played out his rookie deal and like the next deal after that, and then he was like, all right, I'm gonna see if I can find one of these fucking super teams.
Yeah.
And every fucking super team he goes to just
Collapses, chokes
like
in the playoffs.
as much as it pains me to say this, minus fucking Draymond Green, because Draymond's a piece of shit. Um, that Warriors roster should not have been that bad.
Yeah.
Like, it shouldn't have been. Like, they should have had
Clay is also not the player he used to be.
what?
I said Clay also isn't the player that he
Yeah, I
used to
know.
be.
There's rumors he's going to the Lakers. I think he should retire.
He
But
should. His injuries got the best of him.
but I don't think but then there's also like this is me being like I know he'll never go out on top ever again, but like how he ended that season, I kind of want him, even if he signs like a 1 year deal and he comes off the bench. Like he went what 0 for 11 in that last game. Like me being because like I like Clay. Like I don't think I can be like damn Clay's last game he went 0 for 11. Damn. Like damn. But who knows?
No,
I mean,
I'll always remember for that like 4 dribble 40 point game. Like
yeah, like
I
he's
dribbled 4 times.
yeah, but like who knows? I'm hoping your Pistons do something.
Yeah, so am I.
I'm hoping I need another score because bro, Duran was automatic on my parlays.
Oh
But it's
yeah.
because he was the only person who, was actually fucking scoring the basketball.
Yeah. Cade
Uh,
Cunningham needs help.
yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. Obviously, I wasn't counting Cade because he was at least guaranteed.
We just had a top 5 pick. We just drafted a G leaguer who's injured the entire season. Oh,
Yikes.
yay. He's nasty, but like, is he still gonna be nasty coming back from this injury? He played like 5 G League games. I don't know.
Who knows? I mean, I'll have to worry about that next year, not this season, but
Yeah.
next year. I get one more year of everybody being signed under contract. I mean, and then we'll wrap up with a couple random questions. I'm
Okay.
not even happy that Tatum got a ring. I don't give a fuck. Um, Holiday and Horford.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
Holiday's wife was like battling cancer. That's why he got waived like from his last team. He went to like the commissioner like a couple of years ago and got like apparently, which is dope on the NBA. Apparently, there's like some like emergency leave
Yeah.
fucking thingy majiggy yada 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 yada. And he took that to be with his wife during all of her chemo and shit. So like for his holiday to get a ring and Big Al to get a ring,
Yeah.
I'm happy. Tatum I could give two fucking dog shits about. He's just
Derek White deserved it, you know?
yeah. I mean, so did White, kind of. He had more games in the regular season. He was automatic from 3 than during the postseason. But hey, it's okay. But no, it'll be the same teams in the East, I think, next year. Cause wait, are you
Probably.
guys in the East?
Yeah,
So you guys might be playing for the last spot. Um,
probably.
but like I think the top teams will honestly, I think the top teams will be the same on both sides. I I really do.
Hmm.
I think the Nuggets, Minnesota. I guess I'll put the Lakers up there, as much as it pains me.
I'm not putting the Lakers up there at all.
Well, no, but I'm saying that they're at least gonna make it. I'm not saying they're gonna be like a top 3 seed.
Might be a playing team.
Yeah, I mean they might be, but they're still making it. But the East, I think the only real spots available are the play-in spots.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be the Bucks, the Cavs, Celtics, Miami, and then the Knicks or the Nets. One of the two.
It's gonna be the Knicks. It's gonna be the Knicks.
They got the
They're
fucking
really
Nova
trying.
Dream team over there.
Yeah, they're really trying right now.
But like, no, I think that's guaranteed 5. I'm putting my 5 as like Knicks slash Nets, kind of one of the two.
Yeah.
I think that's at least a guaranteed 5 for the East. And then the rest, who fucking knows? I mean, it just shows how dominant US basketball is that KP for the Celtics isn't even playing for his national team.
Yeah.
He was just like, yeah, but I'm gonna go get the surgery because the U.S. men's team is gonna fucking run the tape. Because
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't get gold the last time, so we decided to fucking assemble the goddamn Avengers. But so we're gonna kind of give a little spotlight to you. So what's your current YouTube schedule? You just kind of just upload and kind of when you get something done.
Um, no, for the most part, it's been as long as I don't work Friday or something like that, it's been a pretty consistent Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
So weekend
Yeah,
weekend
weekend upload
YouTube
schedule.
videos up.
Yeah.
When are you streaming? Just kind of when you get home?
Um, I usually stream on the weekends from about 8 p.m. to like 4 a.m. a lot.
Fucking degenerate. But now, okay, not as much of a degenerate because, like, I know you work
Yeah, I work
third,
nights.
so like for you, that's not that big of a degenerate. Like,
It's my actual sleep schedule.
if you work like second shift and then you're like, yeah, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I rattle off 8 p.m. to 4 a.m. I'd be like, fucking degenerate. So when are you getting chained together?
What do you mean?
The game chained together. Did you not see
Oh
me
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about it in
yeah.
the chat?
Yeah, no, I did.
He's like, ah, crap.
I'd be willing to get it whenever. I'd be willing to play it whenever, to be honest.
I gotta see if I can get a third person. Cause,
Yeah.
I mean, apparently we're gonna be yelling at each other from what I've
I
heard.
have no doubt.
Especially if fucking Socks is at 1 up to 4. I can see us all making it over like some jump with like a perfect coordinated jump and then fucking Socks is the reason you fucking lost.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd be like, you fuck.
No, if it was socks, it'd be toxic. It would be bad.
We all would definitely probably have to record off stream just in case if there is certain words said from Socks. And I'll be like,
Yeah.
Socks, you can't say that.
To be
Oh,
honest, yeah.
yeah, that would definitely have to be one of those ones we would have to record off stream and make sure and then post it.
Yeah.
Because I'm not trying to have any of us canceled.
Definitely not.
Maybe socks.
He might deserve it.
I mean, to be fair, he doesn't. Damn, the Clippers just handed Harden a bag. 2 years, $70 million contract.
Oof.
I don't think he's worth 70
No,
million.
I don't think so either.
Now I say that, but then like there was a bit that he was like almost automatic for me for like a double double on parlays for like 2.5 months fucking straight. So I
He's
mean,
still a great player, but he's just not the peak where he used to be.
it depends. If they sign some young guns to kind of help him out,
Yeah.
well, because Paul George walked. Um,
Yeah.
so if they sign him a couple young guns who can, actually run up and down the court, because that was the funniest shit. There for a bit, I had the NBA League Pass because of parlays. The amount of times that I would see James Harden just slowly walking to the offensive side of the court, and I'm like, bro, I'm gonna fucking punch you in the head. Damn it, bro. But no, so it's just you and Socks going to champs. Is your lady not coming?
No. So Sox is staying with his cousin, I believe, and I'm going with my duo and his fiance. They already live in Texas, so um,
Oh, we can't let the nip fucking slip. Oh,
no, my wife isn't going. She doesn't know anything about COD to begin with. She doesn't like watch any of my videos or anything like that.
what
So
the heck, wife?
no, she's doing her own thing, and she's kind of upset that I didn't like bring her, but at the same time, it's a lot of extra money for you to just be there to like be bored and gripe at me the whole time because I knew I was gonna get bitched at the entire time.
Now Columbus. So
Columbus,
won't be bad. She can come to Columbus.
yeah.
And the cool thing is, FDL always goes, which
Mm.
that means Mama FDL always goes. Mama FDL likes company just at the bar, just in general. So like, your missus can go have some drinks with Mama FDL.
Yeah,
So
the thing
like,
about my wife is she is the most antisocial person ever. She has a fear of people, so
I think Mama FDL might be able to at least get her to sit
I
down.
hope
Yeah.
so.
Mama FDL has that aura. I mean, she's literally like the mom of the female COD scene.
Yeah.
Like everybody loves Mama FDL. So like, who knows? And at least that one, if you get as bad as it sounds, if you get bitched at there, you're only really out like $25, counting
Yeah.
portion of champs, because you wouldn't need a spectator pass for you, obviously, if you're playing.
Yeah.
And then I mean, shit, we can almost put her down as a coach for fuck's sake, and she gets in. Um, but Columbus is kind of vibey, bro.
Yeah.
Where it's
No,
at, it's kind of vibey.
no doubt.
Um, but I'm gonna let you. Oh, it's almost time for you to stream, anyways.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I'm gonna. This was probably the most ramble-ish episode,
Yeah.
but it's kind of fun. I might get you on to if we can get you a little some other people in that you vibe with heavy and you all grind Black Ops 4. We might do a round table. That's what we were gonna do
Sure.
with the X Defiant roster, and then things happen. So I mean, cause like it's always fun just kind of just like shooting shit,
Yeah.
breaking down what we all think of the first month of the game. Um, oh wait, pause. We gotta touch on this gym shit a little bit. So how's the gym been going for you? Because to be fair, I'm pretty sure me and you are the only active gym goers in the district.
Probably.
I mean, just so you know, if you ever want to get fucking ringers from fucked up, go down a size.
Okay.
Because these are a little big, but it's okay because I'm tall as fuck. So it's
Yeah.
okay. So how's the gym been going? Any injuries lately? Knock on wood.
Dude, yeah, a little bit.
Really?
I have knee problems. I
Me
have I have
fucking too.
I have really bad knee problems. I played a lot of basketball. I'm talking 4 hours of basketball a day when I was younger, and my knee locks up really bad. And I've just had this problem. I started biking a lot because my cardio. I don't do cardio because I hate cardio. So I started
I
biking like,
do if I don't mix my pre when I'm walking from work to the gym and I mix it late. Because my walk from my work to my gym is about that like 15-minute window that you kind of need for like the
yeah,
pre to kind of kick in. If I fuck up and I forget, I have to walk on the treadmill for like that. I'll find like a fucking like 10-minute, 15-minute
yeah,
YouTube video. But other than that, I don't do fucking cardio. I'm gonna have to start doing
yeah,
cardio for this motherfucking Spartan race. But
yeah. So my knee locks up a little bit. It's not painful. It's just uncomfortable. It's pretty uncomfortable. Sometimes I feel like I have to pop it, but it's not a good idea to do that. So nothing too serious, just a little bit of knee problems. As far as the gym goes though, dude, I work out in my room and I need bigger dumbbells because the dumbbells I got just not working anymore. I'm
why don't you
really
invest in the Bowflex one,
I don't know.
like the adjustable one?
I don't really like the adjustable ones to be
Okay,
honest. I want actual,
okay, okay.
you know. But no, I've hit a bit of a, not a plateau because I could definitely go higher, but it's at a stage where I'm working more on the stamina of my muscle rather
Yeah.
than actually bulking. One thing though is like my chest, dude. I feel no growth in my chest. My arms all day, definite faith that they'll get bigger. My chest though, cannot get it bigger. Probably because of the weights that I'm working with though. So, it's not
Bro.
going too bad, but
Wait, you don't actually hit like a real gym?
no, no. I hate going to the actual gym.
So I hate commercial gyms.
Yeah,
My gym is semi-commercial. Like, I mean, like we have a Planet Fitness, and then we have two private gyms. So, the both of the private gyms obviously have a decent amount of people, but like everybody's dope in my gym. Like if it's really humid hot day out, the lady who runs my gym will bite the bullet on like a case of water and just start just like handing out bottles of water. Like
yeah,
when we got our plate loaded side lateral, it went through 5 rounds of voting. She first put out a box like, "Hey, what would you guys want?" And then took like the top 5 from that, and then we did some more voting, yada 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 yada. So like my gym's semi-public. I let's just say I literally, thank God, luckily one random day I watched a random Jesse James video. Because I thought I was gonna have to work out at a Planet Fitness in
yeah,
Philadelphia. I found a better gym in Philly, so now I'm good because
yeah. Planet
I
Fitness is not a good.
Planet Fitness, LA Fitness, Euphoria. I'm good.
Yeah,
I can just sense the fake as soon as I walk in. I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Especially with their stupid horn thingy that they have.
oh, the lunk alarm,
Loud.
dude. That's the
I'm
most
like, bro,
ridiculous shit ever.
if I'm rowing 2.5 wheels, which obviously I don't row 2.5 wheels aside, but like if I'm rowing 2.5 wheels or I'm fucking like squatting like 3.5 plates, if you don't think there's going to be some barbaric
Yeah,
growls coming out or something,
dude.
you're drunk.
If I'm deadlifting anything over 200, I'm dropping the fucking bar, dude. It's
Yeah,
just gonna
like I just
happen.
can't. Um, but I'm gonna let you go get some food. Thank
Appreciate
you
you.
for jumping on. So normally I have a list of questions, but
Yeah,
I didn't have power, and then I was trying to get all this fucking shit to load. Because my dumb ass, I have it wrote on my whiteboard to go through and turn off shit that all starts up when I turn on my PC.
yeah,
You want to know what I still haven't done? Gone in and turned off shit that all fucking
yeah.
starts up when I load my PC. So I gotta wait for that fucking shit, yada 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 yada. And I actually didn't know that you were streaming tonight. but
Yeah.
I just wanted you to be able to, be able to spend time with the missus at night.
Yes,
Um,
sir. Gotta watch some of the boys.
the boys.
Yeah, she's
You
napping right now. She's a sleepy person, so
you gotta watch Power, bro.
I don't know if I'll get around to that.
It's so I'm very picky on my shows. Like
Yeah,
I gave up on Game of Thrones halfway through Game of Thrones,
that's insane.
and then I was right. I was right.
That's insane. That's not, you can't do that.
I Okay, no, I made it to like halfway through season 4, and I had a feeling that I was gonna get real pissed off with how this show was gonna end. And from
You
what my
gotta take
buddies
it.
and from what my buddies have told me, I would have been real pissed off with the end of the show.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of happy. I mean, I've watched the boys. Um, but I'm also like from like the Sopranos era.
Mm,
So like Power's kind of like a modern-ish Sopranos, kind of. Just with like the cartel and shit. So like it's a
yeah.
good show. Like I mean, he gats a guy in the bottom of his nightclub in the first episode. So like, yeah, kind of gangster shit.
Mm.
Um, but are you guys just now starting the boys?
Oh no, no, no.
Okay, so you guys have been up on it.
Yeah.
Did you guys? This is gonna be the last thing, and then after. Did you guys watch this spin-off yet? Like Gen Z.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. We saw that.
How do you think of it? Take into account, I didn't finish it, by the way.
Oh, okay, so I won't spoil anything.
Well, no, 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 no. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, you didn't
It
finish
didn't.
it like you didn't want to finish it,
It
or
didn't give me the same dope as the boys did.
at the end it connects pretty well. It connects pretty well, I have to
Then I
say.
might have to bite the bullet and fucking.
Yeah,
But
you
yeah, no,
probably
it was
should.
like because like the boys gave me insta dope.
Okay,
Like I
you
mean,
realize how it connects. Like after you get like three-quarters of the way through, everything will start making sense and then it'll connect to the boys story. It's a must. If you're gonna watch the boys, you have to finish it.
I've already been watching the boys. I've been watching it since it started. So
Well, you better be careful because you might hit an episode where you're like, I don't know what the fuck just happened. And you would have found out if you just watched
well, good thing I always have Amazon Prime, so I can
yeah.
just like stop watching it and then
Hey,
no. So like that's the one show I keep up on, so I don't have to have the words "the boys" muted.
oh yeah.
But like I follow. Okay, don't laugh at me. I dabble a little bit still in the WWE.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people that do that.
So like when a paper like next weekend, I will have the words "money in the bank" muted because that's next weekend. Just so there's no spoilers, yada 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 yada. But I keep up on the boys, so nobody can spoil shit.
Uh,
But thank you, Rev, for finding time. Even though we've tried to link this up a couple times.
yeah.
Um, me cough cough. There should be Sock's job.
Yeah.
Because hypothetically, for this podcast, I'm just a host.
You know, I've asked him several times and he just says that's not my job. So, you know,
Last time I checked, a podcast is content.
yeah, I'd agree. He needs to
Just
lock in.
because, just because the owner is the host doesn't mean it's not the content manager's job to find me guests.
Yeah. You know, if you ever need a replacement, I'm here.
I can't. He's still learning. Like I told him I was giving him time.
Yeah.
That's one thing he'd always like. That's one thing he told me. Like me and him talked about that one day. He's like, I don't think most orgs would give me the time to grow and learn this role. I'm like, first off, I'm weird to work with.
Mhm.
Like, you pretty much have to tell me to shut up and let you do your job. Like, Lily found that out, and now I don't have to worry about. She pretty much drilled it into my head that the good mornings and the noon tweets were all fucking scheduled out to the point
Yeah.
that I forgot she was gone this weekend. That's why the fucking
Yeah.
fantasy football one was up at like 10:17. Cause like I die off at work. Oh, I'll send you the PayPal for
Okay.
that week too.
Yes, sir.
After I get the rolls made in the Discord and shit, yada 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 yada. I finally got dead at work, and I was like, "Oh, I haven't made this tweet yet this weekend." It's 10:17. Oh,
Yeah.
and then like I said, I'll type out all the stuff that you got to take a rookie, but that's really the only like our league rule. Like
Yeah,
you
that's
have to
fine.
take a rookie because I mean, it's always fun to see who magically gets that one rookie that just like balls out. As
Yeah.
much as as much as I want it to be Keon Coleman, because like if you haven't seen his TikToks, look him up. Like
No,
he's
I
wholesome.
don't think. Yeah.
Like when he was taking his photos for like all like the media shit, he saw two that he liked that he didn't think they were gonna use. He flat out was like, "Can you send those to my mama?" And I'm like, "Oh, this guy's fucking not an asshole," because we can tell
Yeah.
which ones are gonna kind of be an asshole. As much as Sox is about to hate me to say this, Caleb Williams is gonna be a
Yeah.
punk.
Yep. Yes,
Um,
sir.
they got Roma Dunze too, right? Is
Um.
that the whiteout they took? I think they did.
Yeah.
I
I
think
believe
it's
so. Yeah.
Roma Dunze. I have no problem with Roma Dunze. He might have a great career. Caleb Williams is a punk. And I will die on that hill.
Just got him on my dynasty roster too.
Who?
Caleb
Rome?
Williams.
Caleb? Ooh. Eh. Eh. But hey, I mean, he could still be a punk and have a phenomenal career.
Yeah.
I just don't like him as a person.
Yeah. No, neither do
Uh,
I.
but Rev, go get some food. Maybe wake up your lady for one episode of The Boys. Maybe. Because, I mean, you did say you normally go live at 8. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if it might be time. But, all right, buddy. Peace out. Thank you for coming
Yep.
on.
Thank you for having
Maybe,
me.
you know what? Socks, you both are coming on after champs.
Yeah.
Because I have yet to go to a major.
Oh, really?
The jersey behind that hat is the Legacy jersey. I had tickets to both New York events
Hmm.
with VIP tickets to get it like super signed, yada yada yada, and then COVID hit.
Oh, yeah.
So now it's pretty much anybody who's ever played for Optic. I'm getting to sign it. So I have like 8 PG and shit. So I'm gonna have you guys back on after champs. Um, that's yeah, that's next month.
Yep.
But buddy, go find some food. Thank you again. This has been your boy Mike. I'm out. Peace.